Ravens, welcome back to Coach Yarnell's favorite news show, ONW Now.
I'm Avery Johnson alongside the one and only Christian Kotwitz, bringing you the latest and greatest ONW news.
We have an absolute jammed-packed show with a story on February's Black History Month and an award granted to our very own Miss Marriott.
And don't forget about Game Day, containing a track and field story and an inside look on one special coach here at ONW.
And to end the show, we have a fun, Aiden promised it'd be interesting, Word from the Hall segment. So sit back, relax, get some popcorn maybe. Hey, Weston, play that intro.
For the month of March, we're celebrating Women's History, but last month we celebrated Black History. We talked to several students and staff about what February meant to them and how we can do better as a community going forward.
Black History Month is about the history of kind of the journey that African Americans have made in the United States of America. I think for some it's a negative history, some it's a positive history, but it's just the history and, learning about historical figures and important people that have had impact in history.
Celebrates not only the past achievements, but also the future achievements, and shows how much we have achieved over the years and how much further we need to go. But Black History Month should not only just be a month, it should also just be every day we should celebrate Black history. I think in regards, this is just a personal pet peeve, but it seems like Black history is just more of slavery, then someone freed the slaves. Then there was just the civil rights movement, Martin Luther King Jr., maybe add in Rosa Parks and Malcolm X, and then that's the end. But I think we also need to do more with Black history and Black achievements.
Can't change overnight, but we got to start somewhere. You feel me? So we might as well go and start here. We didn't have a heck of a year, so I'm going to make it count while I'm here.
I think it is really nice to have a month like that because, obviously it's in my culture. But also, I think a lot of the time, the rest of the year, Black history is so neglected. We really only ever talk about, civil rights and, slavery and stuff like that. So it's really nice to have a month where we talk about the positives and, where Black leaders and figures are so celebrated for things that they've done that we don't really realize. And
Black History Month to me means that I can acknowledge where I came from. I can acknowledge my grandfather, my great-grandfather, and my great-great-greats, and all of these people who have made me who I am today and who struggled and pushed to become something in a society that was a lot harder than what I had to go through. The goal is for us to celebrate culture, to celebrate the students that are here in ONW, and to realize that those students are came where they came from and where they're going. And so it is my hope that this Black History Month celebration, it's not just February, it is a continuum.
This year, Miss Marriott and the IPS students had an absolute record-breaking amount of money donated to the Toys for Tots fundraiser. Let's take it over to Natalie Fales for the story.
We started in 2015. We had a ONW Now presentation, and they were talking to veterans that work in the school. And Mr. Cunningham talked in that video that year and talked about what he does and how he gives back. And he brought up Toys for Tots, and I was inspired to get started.
So I first got involved with Toys for Tots when I was in the Marine Corps Reserves with 24th Marines. They used to be in Kansas City, Kansas back in the early 1990s. I wasn't involved again until probably about 10 years ago. But my role really has just been logistics to make sure boxes are here and what Miss Marriott needs for her program and to get toys in are provided.
Through the difficulties of the fundraiser, this year's donations were record-breaking for ONW.
In 2020, obviously, we didn't get to do the fundraiser, which was really hard. But this year we had record donations of toys actually here. In addition to having a record number of toys, we actually had over $400 in money.
One of our best suppliers was Toys R Us, and they went out of business several years ago. So in the Kansas City area and in Johnson County, we've had to shift to collecting at Walmarts and other places like that. And one of the great things about Toys for Tots is all of the donations, whether they're toys or money, are 100% used for families in the area for their toys. So all the things we collected here stayed in the greater Kansas City area, every dollar and every toy.
Toys for Tots has not only impacted the lives of many kids, but has also affected the hearts of volunteers and donators.
I want to thank everybody for their support for Toys for Tots. We couldn't do this without everyone joining in. And those that aren't able to donate a toy or donate some cash are forwarding our information through social media so that we're able to affect more change and help more kids in the community. So thank you to everyone for helping.
For ONW Now, this has been Natalie Fields. Now back to the desk.
Recently, some people are pushing P, but we're pushing Game Day Northwest, baby.
Let's throw it on over to Taylor and Aiden.
Hello, Ravens, and welcome back to Game Day. I'm Aiden Loney.
And I'm Taylor Haynes. We got stories to tell and news to share, so let's get this thing going. The ONW swim and dive team placed 5th at state out of 28 participating 6A teams. The 400 free relay of Paul Turberg, Jack LaRue, Noah Brainstorm, and Andrew Evans re-broke their school record twice at the state meet and medaled for 3rd. Spencer Leon was one of 47 freshmen that qualified for the state meet and was one of 8 that returned for finals, scoring 16th in the 100 free. Noah Brainstorm medaled for 2nd place in the 100 backstroke, also breaking a 10-year school record both in prelims and finals, and was named the All-State 2nd team. Zach Fraley made it through the prelims in diving, placing 19th place, and also placed 14th in the 100 fly. Congratulations to our seniors Ethan Durham, Easton Hain, Zach Fraley, Kingston Koster, and Sean Larson, and Andrew Evans for a successful swimming career.
Last Friday night, the Lady Ravens took on Blue Valley High Tigers for the sub-state championship game. The Tigers went into the game feeling confident with a record of 17-3. The Ravens put up a hard fight. The game went back and forth, never going above a 4-point lead in the first half. At the end of the first half, the score was 20-18 in favor of the Tigers. Throughout the third and the fourth, the Lady Ravens kept fighting but couldn't quite catch up with the score. The Tigers took home the sub-state win with its final score of 43-41. The Ravens season has unfortunately ended, but the journey has been notable and full of success. Thank you, seniors, for a great season.
Boys and girls bowling had another great season to put in the bag. With less than 70 pins from 3rd, the boys ended up taking 5th place at state and fought hard to be on top of the competition. Huge congrats to Tommy Mitchell for taking 9th place individually. The girls had just as good of a season, placing 7th at state. Highlights of the meet include Dylan and Skylar Holmes finishing 14th and 17th. Shout out to Dylan for an amazing career at ONW.
Now, let's go ahead and take it to Liam and Taylor for an inside look as to why track and field has gotten so many people involved.
Track and field is a spring sport where all students can come out to learn discipline, speed and agility, or just to make friends.
So track and field is beneficial in a lot of ways. Number one, I feel like it really helps them to become disciplined. To be good, you have to be disciplined to practice every day and to practice hard every day and to go out and compete. And so I think that discipline is a huge factor in not only track and field, but then in school, and it carries over to life after that.
So track and field is a team sport and individual sport, and there's 2 sides. There's the running events and the throwing events.
Track and field has definitely helped me as a student athlete. It gives me a good work-life balance. You know, I have a long day of school, and then I can go run it out at track. Sometimes more than I would like, but you know, there's always plenty of physical activity to be done after school.
I definitely recommend track and field. You know, a great way to make friends. You know, there's something for everybody, so come out.
Yeah, I'd recommend that underclassmen come out for track. It's really fun, big family environment.
Absolutely. It's great to just get out and get involved with ONW.
With winter sports officially coming to an end, there were many accomplishments by all teams, and especially for one of our very own wrestling coaches, Coach Mesa, who earned 6A Head Coach of the Year. Brett Deckett and Ashley Gillette have more on the story.
Head coach, Coach Mesa, has created a program where hard work is valued and paid off.
I've always been very fond of wrestling, so that's what helps me get some passion for the sport. I know what it's done for me as a young kid to be an adult, and then hopefully I'm providing those same things for other wrestlers.
Like, wrestling teaches you, like, not only self-confidence, but like sportsmanship. Just lose or win, after your match, you get up and shake your opponent's hand, and then you shake the coach's hand. And I feel like it's definitely made me a better person because of it.
Not only has he impacted the wrestling program, but he is also known as someone who many athletes can look up to.
Coach Mesa, he knows really when to, like, crack down and make us all work, but at the same time, he knows when to let up when we're not, like, feeling our best, or we're not getting something.
Because of the sport, it's pretty individual, yet it's also combined with the team atmosphere. I think I have to be wary of both how the individual feels and how they need to train on their own. At the same time, how do I bring everybody together?
With the hard work and dedication put in throughout the season, Coach Mesa was awarded 6A Head Coach of the Year.
I think I was a little lucky. I try to be consistent as I can. Whether we're developing kids to be wrestlers or whether we have good wrestlers and trying to make them great wrestlers. We also combined a combination of a girls team in the last couple years that have really taken shape, and combining them with our overall program. I'm hoping that it's just a reflection of my coaching staff and a reflection of how we do work with this sport. And I think that probably helped maybe get me honored to be a 6A Coach of the Year.
For ONW Now, this has been Ashley Gillette and Brett Decken.
Just go. With this sadly being Coach Hafner's last year at ONW, Coach Clark has been named the new head football coach at ONW to take over the foundation that Coach Hafner has built upon here at his time at ONW. A statement from Coach Clark himself said, quote, "I would like to thank the entire Raven football family. I am excited about leading them toward being a hardworking, tough, and competitive program. A big thank you for Coach Hafner and everything he's accomplished as Coach Clark steps in and takes his place."
Well, that's all we have for game day, so let's toss it back to the desk.
We had our little leprechauns hit the halls this week to see how much our Ravens know about St. Patrick's Day. Wyatt Sinkler, Aiden Loney, and Weston Wurzberger have the scoop.
What's up, Ravens? I'm Wyatt Sinkler.
And I'm Aiden Loney.
And welcome back to this week's edition of Word from the Halls.
Let's see who has the most St. Patrick's Day knowledge.
All right, how many leaves does a regular shamrock have?
A shamrock?
Yeah.
Let's go with 7.
That is incorrect. It's 3.
3?
That's correct again. 2-0.
How long is a traditional St. Patrick's Day parade?
5 days. A month.
No, it is not a month.
Is it a
You got
week?
one more guess.
A week.
Close. It's 4 days. What happens if you don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day?
You get pinched.
You get pinched.
That's correct. Yep, that's correct. What color was originally associated with the with St. Patrick?
Originally?
Yeah.
I'm still go with green. Orange. Green. Yellow.
Yeah, it's blue. It's blue. Okay.
What is the mythical creature that's usually associated with St. Patrick's Day?
A bunny.
No. Try again.
Santa Claus.
No, it's a leprechaun. What happens on St. Patrick's Day if you do not wear green?
You get jumped.
Huh?
How tall is a leprechaun? Like 2 feet tall. Incorrect, it's 3 feet.
Bruh.
You wanna do one more?
Avery, you best be sure that I'm going to be wearing green next Thursday. I do not want to get pinched.
March 17th. Mark it on your calendars, Ravens.
That's right. Ravens, also don't forget that today is the spring blood drive.
There are still some spots open, and walk-ins are welcome. Just head on down to the East Gym to save a life.
And with that, unfortunately, Ravens, I'm so sorry. Our show has come to an end. Be sure to check out all of our socials, including Instagram, Twitter, and apparently we have a TikTok now, and YouTube at ONW Raven Network, and our website, theravendaily.com.
For Christian Kotwitz and the rest of the Convergence team, this has been Avery Johnson. Stay classy and have an amazing spring break, Ravens. Peace out.